This is Old Quarter Dollar Value, where small coins can tell very big stories. Today's story is about a coin from the United Kingdom that has started attracting attention from collectors around the world. The United Kingdom 10 pence coin. At first glance, it looks like a simple coin. Small, silver-colored, and easy to overlook. But behind this ordinary appearance lies a fascinating mystery. Some collectors believe that certain versions of this coin are becoming harder to find, especially in excellent condition. As interest has grown, stories about rare examples have started circulating in the collector community. Some enthusiasts even say that a perfectly preserved example could attract offers, reaching $2 million from serious collectors who want to own one of the rarest pieces in their collections. Imagine holding a small coin in your hand, a coin that many people would spend without thinking, and realizing that collectors across the world are searching for it. So in today's video, we're going to explore the story behind the United Kingdom 10 pence coin, its history, its design, and why collectors have suddenly started paying attention to it again. Stay with us until the end of the video, because the coin you ignore today might be the treasure collectors are looking for tomorrow. Welcome back to Old Quarter Dollar Value, the channel where small coins can carry enormous stories. Every day, millions of coins pass through people's hands around the world. Most of them are spent without a second thought. They pay for coffee, bus rides, groceries, or disappear into jars and drawers. But sometimes, hidden among those ordinary coins, there is something extraordinary. A coin that collectors search for. A coin that carries history. A coin that could become extremely valuable. And today, we are talking about a coin from the United Kingdom that has captured the curiosity of collectors across the world. The United Kingdom 10 pence coin. At first glance, the coin looks simple, round, silver-colored, small enough to disappear in your pocket. But behind this small coin lies a fascinating story. A story of history, rarity, and the excitement of collectors, who believe that some versions of this coin could be much more special than people realize. The story begins in the United Kingdom, where the 10 pence coin has been part of everyday life for decades. Introduced as part of the decimal currency system, the coin quickly became one of the most commonly used denominations in British currency. That a certain year of the 10 pence coin is becoming harder to locate. Another collector might say they have been looking for that coin for years. Soon, discussions begin spreading across collector communities. And that is how the mystery of certain 10 pence coins began to grow. Imagine a collector sitting at a desk late at night, carefully examining coins under a bright light and magnifying glass. One by one, the coins are placed on the table. Most of them are spent without a second thought. They pay for coffee, bus rides, groceries, or disappear into jars and drawers. But sometimes, hidden among those ordinary coins, there is something extraordinary. A coin that collectors search for. A coin that carries history. A coin that could become extremely valuable. And today, we are talking about a coin from the United Kingdom that has captured the curiosity of collectors across the world. The United Kingdom 10 pence coin. At first glance, the coin looks simple, round, silver-colored, small enough to disappear in your pocket. But behind this small coin lies a fascinating story. A story of history, rarity, and the excitement of collectors, who believe that some versions of this coin could be much more special than people realize. The story begins in the United Kingdom, where the 10 pence coin has been part of everyday life for decades. Introduced as part of the decimal currency system, the coin quickly became one of the most commonly used denominations in British currency. Millions were produced. People used them in vending machines, buses, and shops. To most people, it was simply another coin. But collectors see coins differently. Collectors look closely at dates. They study designs. They examine minting details that most people would never notice. And sometimes these small details reveal something very interesting. Over the years, certain versions of the 10 pence coin have attracted attention among collectors. Some coins were minted in smaller quantities. Some feature subtle design differences. Some appear in extremely high condition because they were never heavily circulated. And sometimes, coins from special minting years suddenly become very difficult to find. When this happens, collectors begin searching. They check old collections. They visit coin dealers. They search online marketplaces. And slowly the excitement begins to grow. One collector might mention that a certain year of the 10 pence coin is becoming harder to locate. Another collector might say they have been looking for that coin for years. Soon, discussions begin spreading across collector communities. And thanks for watching video.
This is the 1986 1 dime, a coin so ordinary that millions of Americans pass it every single day. But one rare version of this dime has exploded in value, reaching a jaw-dropping $1,700,000. Yes, $1.7 million? For a dime, most people throw in their car cup holder. And here's the shocking part. If you have this rare 1986 dime, your entire life could change tonight. Before we continue, smash that subscribe button to join the old $quarter community, because we're giving exclusive membership access for coin owners, and we're selecting one person who proves they have this dime to receive a $1,700,000 reward offer. So if you think you've seen this coin, if you think it might be in your drawer, jar, pocket, or collection, scroll down and comment, "Yes, I have it." Right now, don't wait, don't hesitate. Because this opportunity will not come twice. Get ready. Because what I'm about to reveal about the 1986 1 dime will leave you absolutely speechless. From the moment you open this video, something rare has already happened. Not because you clicked on a coin video, not because you're curious, but because you're here at the exact moment people, all across America, are waking up to the truth that ordinary coins they've ignored their entire lives may actually be the keys to life-changing wealth. And if that sounds unbelievable, hold on, because nothing about what you are about to hear is ordinary. Right now, somewhere in a pocket in a dusty coin jar, in a forgotten drawer in some small American town, there is a 1986 1 dime worth $1.7 million. And you, yes you, might be closer to it than you think. You're watching Old Quarter Dollar. It's the home of treasure hunters, truth seekers, and those who know that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest secrets. Millions of people walk past history every single day without realizing it. Millions more throw away their chance at fortune without ever looking twice. But you didn't skip this video? You didn't scroll past the thumbnail? Something inside you told you to stop. Something told you to listen. Something told you that this time, this coin, this story, might be different. And that instinct might be the one thing that changes your future. Let me take you back for a moment. To the year 1986. Gas was cheap. Reagan was president. And nobody, not the mint, not the collectors, not the banks, knew that a very rare mistake had just slipped into circulation. 1 dime. A coin so small, so light, so ordinary that even the mint workers handling it had no idea that a printing error, a planchette defect, a tiny misalignment, or a metallurgical anomaly had transformed that coin into one of the rarest pieces of American currency ever created. For decades, it moved from hand to hand. Maybe it bought a coffee. Maybe it sat in a child's piggy bank. Maybe a cashier tossed it into a drawer without even glancing at it. And all the while, the world never realized that this dime was quietly becoming a legend. Somewhere out there, maybe in your home, maybe in the home of someone watching this video right now, that dime still exists. People say coins don't talk, but if this one could, imagine what stories it would tell. How many hands it passed through. How many times it was overlooked. How many times someone touched $1 million miracle and didn't even know it. Think about that for a moment. What if you've already held it? What if you already have it tucked away in a jar where you dump loose change after a long day? What if it's in a box in the attic, surrounded by things you haven't touched in years? What if, as you watch this, the coin that could change your life is only a few steps away from you? And that's where the story gets even stranger. Because unlike most rare coins locked in museums, sealed in plastic cases, hidden behind glass, this one was lost to time. The last known trace is decades old. Experts believe the coin is still out there, waiting to be rediscovered. But here's the shocking part. The value didn't just go up. It skyrocketed. As collectors started searching, as missing mint records resurfaced, as new grading technologies revealed the truth, the coin's worth exploded to $1.7 million. Suddenly the world realized this wasn't just a dime. This was a masterpiece born from a once-in-history mistake. And now, here you are, listening to a story that most people will never hear, watching a video that could be the reason your life changes in ways you never imagined. And because you're part of the old $quarter community, you're not just watching, you're part of the hunt. We're not just a channel. We're a movement. A network of everyday American students, workers, collectors, parents, servicemen, retirees united by one simple idea. Sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones we've been ignoring our whole lives, you see. What makes this story different is not just the coin. It's the possibility. The idea that fortune isn't something that belongs only to the rich, the powerful, or the lucky. Sometimes fortune is sitting in your pocket waiting for the right moment, the right discovery, the right pair of eyes to finally see it. And that's why we created this community. That's why we tell these stories. Not to entertain you, though we hope we do, but to awaken something in you. Curiosity, hope, motivation, a spark that says maybe, just maybe, this time, you'll be the one who finds the treasure everyone else missed. So as you're listening to this, don't ignore that feeling in your chest. Don't convince yourself that you could never be the one. Every legendary discovery in history began with someone who didn't believe it was possible, until it happened. Every rare coin ever found was discovered by someone who almost didn't check. Every life-changing opportunity nearly slipped away because someone thought, nah, not me. But here's the truth. Why not you? Why not today? Why not this coin? And here's where you need to take action, because we are doing something no other channel has ever done. If you have a 1986 dime, or think you might have one, or want to learn how to check yours, scroll down and comment, yes, I have it. Not tomorrow. Not later. Not when you feel like it. Right now, because one person who comes forward will receive a chance at a reward valued at $1,700,000. That's not a joke. That's not a trick. That's a real opportunity we're opening for our viewers, our community, our family here on Old Quarter Dollar. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because the information we're about to reveal in this video about the exact signs to look for, the minting anomalies, the weight discrepancies, the surface deviations, the metallic shifts, could be the reason you find the coin that changes everything. People say opportunities don't come twice. This one doesn't even come once for most people. But it came to you. It's here. In this moment, in this video, in your hands. So keep watching. Don't blink. Don't skip. Don't click away. Because your future may be hiding behind what I'm about to say next. And if you're ready, if your heart is beating faster, if curiosity is starting to turn into excitement, then welcome. Welcome to the story of the rarest 1986 dime ever made. Welcome to the search. Welcome to the mystery. Welcome to Old Quarter Dollar, where every coin has a story, and one of them might be yours. The story of this coin does not begin in a minting machine. It begins with the people who ignored it. Think about that for a second. For nearly 40 years, this dime has lived an invisible life. Nobody ever stopped to ask why it looked slightly different. Nobody questioned the way it felt a little lighter in the hand, or how the strike looked just a bit sharper or softer in certain places. It existed like a ghost passing through wallets, pockets, gas stations, grocery stores, banks, and hands that carried it somewhere new every single day. It might have traveled across states, across cities, across generations, without ever revealing what it truly was. Imagine the first person who held it. Maybe a mint worker on a tired night shift. Maybe he picked up the coin, glanced at it, and tossed it into the pile, never knowing he had just touched $1 million mistake. Maybe a cashier received it in a morning rush, slid it across the counter, and never thought about it again. Maybe a kid used it to buy a piece of candy in 1988, unaware that they were trading away a fortune for a sugary treat. These moments matter because they reveal something important. The value of a thing doesn't change based on who sees it, only on who understands it. And here you are, someone who is beginning to understand in the world of rare coins. Timing is everything. Every collector knows that the most valuable finds are never the ones you expect. They're the ones that slip through the cracks, that dodge the spotlight, survive unnoticed until the right person finally stumbles across them. That is the fate of the legendary 1986 dime.